Namaste, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening, good night, as per your time zone, the global citizens and the lovers of Ayurveda. You are welcome once again at the Global Augmentative Ayurveda YouTube channel and the Analytica Ayurveda YouTube channel by me, is Professor Anand Chaudhary from Banaras Hindu University, and we are going through a series, what is the position of Ayurveda in Europe, America, Australia, Africa, Arab. We have completed the series. Today, we are very fortunate that we have a person, and I am hosting that very great visionary, missionary personality who propagated Ayurveda specifically in Europe by his own views and the skill, and he convinced a lot of doctors as well as the commoners and the elites and the educational persons there in the Europe, and he convinced to to believe in Ayurveda, have faith in Ayurveda and the potency in philosophy and of course the Ayurvedic interventions. So who is he? I have not told you name. And how he reached this, I am not going to tell you this also. This interview is also something in a reverse order. So everything is a real story of the pragmatic progress, real story of the rational reasoning and then progress, and the real story of the validation of a system of medicine in Europe as well as in the India also, where the dominancy of the allopathic medicine for particular diseases were there, but he creates a space there by his own vision and the study through the whole classical Ayurveda. And who is he? Just I am revealing. Who is that great visionary personality is Professor S.N. Gupta, who is just before you. And nowadays he is holding the position of the very high position of the academia, that is the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the university. University name is the Magan Bhai Adanwala Maha Gujarat University, and it is situated in the Nadiad. And his, what is his motto? That a small town is having the global trend. Nadiad is a small town of the Gujarat, and it is a small town in the area. But if you think about the wisdom, the intelligentsia, the clinical skill, the all holistic approach for a patient or for a general man for promotion of his health, this is a global center. And the success story just round and round with the Professor S.N. Gupta. So who is Professor S.N. Gupta? How he started this journey from a student of Ayurveda to this position, we will go step by step. So I welcome you, sir, here on our channel, which is international channel, and we are taking care with the global augmentative Ayurveda as well as for our Indian scholars who are the students of the undergraduate and the postgraduate or the doctorate. We are running this Analytica Ayurveda, where we raise some questions about the policies and any issue related to the Ayurveda. So first, with the view of these two channels, and I am very much thankful to the Professor S.N. Gupta for just sparing his valuable time for our channel, and now just the success story begins. So Professor S.N. Gupta, sir, how you visited to the Nadiad, and what is your base? What was the base to be here in the Nadiad, and how you just developed this institute, a famous global institute for our viewers?
Before I start answering your question, sir,
Please.
First of all, I thank you very much. This is actually big honor for me that a professor like you from a university which I love very much. Not because it is a big university, but because it is established with a specific motto
True.
by a real patriotic, spiritual, rishi-like person, Pujya Mahamana Madan Mohan Malviya ji. And when you are representing that university and consider me able for your program, that means a big honor for me. Now I come to your question, sir. It is not Nadiad, but if you see my whole life story, probably if some novelist hear it, he may write a good novel on it. Whatever happened in my life, with that anybody who does not believe in destiny can easily start believing it.
True.
Everything in my life happened which never planned before. I belong to a businessman family. In that, I am the eldest son. And naturally, my father wanted me to join his business after my school education. And in those days, in our community particularly, first choice was always business. Of course, education was also, but very rarely. I was, by God's grace, I was good in studies. So I wanted to continue my studies after school. And my grandfather favored me that if he wants, then let he continue. So I started BSc. And of course I wanted to be a doctor. In those days, the admissions in medical colleges were after first year of BSc. But that year, government started pre-medical test. And for that, minimum age was 17. And I was not 17. I was not even 16. Because I was also very fast in learning process, so I completed my school also early. So when I was in second year of BSc, I appeared in PMT, pre-medical test, and when I already passed this BSc second part and already started my final BSc, few months after that, the result of pre-medical test were out. Initially we were selected, but there were some policy change and then this was cancelled. It is again a big story, and so the admission was cancelled. It was a big frustration, rather a depression-like situation for me. What to do? Then I just heard that there is a parallel stream known as Ayurveda.
Oh,
So I decided to go in Ayurveda. When I met my professor of botany, I was most favorite student of him. He told, no, this is not for you. Ayurveda is always a third class student, not even for second class. I told, sorry sir, I decided I will go. I want to be doctor. He told, but now you can appear in PMT again if you want to be a doctor. I say no. The door which was closed for me, I will never knock on that door again.
that's the point.
So, I will not do this. Then he told, okay, you already near to complete your BSc. Do MSc. and then PhD. You will be doctor.
Oh, right. In that way.
Yeah, I told sir, not that kind of doctor.
Yeah.
I want to be a medical doctor.
Yeah.
Then he told, I feel sorry for you, but if you want and do this. I started. In those days in Madhya Pradesh, there was a college, Rajkumar Singh Ayurveda College in Indore. I got admission in government college, Gwalior also. But the reputation of this private college, Rajkumar Singh Ayurveda College, was better. And really, it was very good college. Our professors there, big scholars. Even once, Professor P.J. Deshpande came there as examiner,
Oh.
and he told the authorities there that you have so much facilities, why don't you start post-graduation here? This I knew when I completed 1 year there from the professor's mouth. Sir, in whole first year, everything was above my head.
It's usual.
Our professor of Sanskrit, he was also teaching us Padartha Vijnana. Now I know that he was really great teacher. Whatever he has spoken, without even paying attention that time, those shlokas, those sutras fed in my subconscious, and I can recall them now. But that time I did not value them. When examination was there in April, suddenly there was some strike, etc. So examination was postponed in June. And in those days there was no TV. If you have to pass your time, sometimes you can listen Vivid Bharati or some other programs on radio. Otherwise nothing was there. Since my childhood, I was interested in literature. In company of my grandfather, I nearly read all our ancient literature related to mainly Puranas. So just to pass time, I started reading Raghuvansha, which was in our syllabus from Kalidas. And because of my interest in literature, I read it with full of interest. Then Panchatantra, one part of that was also in our syllabus, that also I completed. After this, I took Laghu Siddhant Kaumudi in my hand.
Right.
And when I started reading, starting from Maheshwar Sutra, because I came from background of science, I thought that this is all mathematics. And sir, because of this, I could remember all those things very easily. Then anyway, Padartha Vijnana, even without interest, I just read Ayurved Ka Itihas, that was like a storybook. So anyway, I prepared myself for examination. When I appeared in the examination, I completed it. I felt that I will pass. Not much expectation. When result out, I topped university. I surprised.
You deserve.
And in Sanskrit, I got 95% marks.
Oh.
That changed my whole attitude towards Ayurveda.
Yes. Turning points.
Yes. And then, from that background of my science, critically, logically, that time also in Indore, when I was studying, I came in contact with Arya Samaj. And during my visits in Arya Samaj temple, I also had opportunity to meet some Vedic scholars there. And in this whole background, I learned how critically and logically we can understand these ancient philosophies and knowledge system deeply. So everything I started learning in my own way. Sir, when I was in second year, Swasthat was subject, and the examiner of that subject for Viva was also deputy director in government. He wrote also several books. So in those days, these external examiners, when they come for Viva, they also bring our answer book
Okay, yes.
from there. So he brought there and he asked me, you have written this.
Mhm.
The question related to Janpadodvansa.
Oh,
So he asked me, did you write this? I said, yes, I did.
yeah,
Sir.
my answer book, I have written this.
So you have not copied this?
He doubted.
Yeah. Sir, if you doubt that I have copied it, then please tell me from which book it can be.
It is. This is the point.
Yeah, this is what I want to know. That where from it is copied. I say, sir, told you that I did not copy. But if you doubt, then tell me from which book it is. Then he told,
Prevailing
I
those days.
do not know that this is described in any book.
Right.
Then I told, sir, whether you believe or not, this is my own explanation. So in that these words, dharma, adharma, deva, all these things I explained according to this whole background from Vedic scholars and these.
As you explained in the pandemic, I
Yes,
remember.
yes.
I remember.
Same
you-
thing.
Yeah.
In the same day.
Yeah.
So it is not that I thought about this pandemic during Corona period.
Yeah.
It was since then.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I taught my students during my career, whenever these things came, I explained in the same way. So during pandemic also, I explained, understood, and we practiced also these things same way here. So in this way, I completed my graduation, and in that also, in final year also, I was university topper. In those days, there was a system in MP that first 5 in merit got immediate appointment letter as medical officer from government.
Oh.
So my friend who was second in university, Dr. N.K. Sharma, who retired from Ayurved College, Patiala, 2 years back, one day he told, Gupta ji, I have 2 entrance test forms for Jamnagar.
Okay.
So one for me, one for you. I told Sharma ji, now it is enough.
I'm not going to study further.
Now I will start my practice, or if this medical officer appointment letter is there, I will join this. My friend told that, see, I also do not want. But we go there and we appear in the examination, and then there is Dwarka, Somnath, so we will visit and come back. Anyway, we went there, we gave this test also, returned back after having 2-3 days journey, and as soon we reached Indore back, we got information that you both are selected. Now what happened that our principal there and other people, we asked them, they said, you should go there. Our relatives, they said, you always mention that Jamnagar is like a tirth for Ayurveda.
Yeah.
Then if you are selected, you should go there.
Fine.
So we were forced to go
Forced
to
to.
Jamnagar. Yes, forced.
Forced
Yes.
to.
I am honest here.
Yeah. Clear.
Therefore, I told you earlier
Destiny.
that nothing which I wanted and happened. Everything happened which I never planned.
Yes.
Anyway, there are also several things related to these
They have
3 years.
performed very well.
3 years of Jamnagar.
Hmm.
There can also be big story related to that.
Yeah.
But we just escaped that part.
Yeah.
Now what happened that on last week of our MD final in Jamnagar, me and N.K. Sharma both got an interview letter from Nadiad.
Interesting, sir.
Yes.
Hmm.
And when this letter came to us, we surprised that we have not applied for this.
Campus placement.
Yes.
Apna
So, our Professor Dhyani ji
yeah.
was good friend of our principal Hirubai here.
Okay.
So, we went there, sir. Have you recommended this? That this we got this letter? He said, no, I never recommend anybody.
Hmm.
But he always used to tell Hirubai, just Hiru. Hiru is a very clever person. He might be watching and he might got information about you
Mhm.
and therefore he send you this interview letter. Then we told, sir, but we actually do not want to
Stay more here in Gujarat.
yeah, and we want to have some other things.
Yeah.
Then he told, even also my professor S.K. Mishra ji,
Yes.
you know very well him,
Yeah.
he told, see, this is also a training. And incidentally, sir, see, on 25th June,
Mhm.
81,
81.
yeah, this interview was here in Nadiad.
Mhm.
24th June,
Result was
no,
declared.
my last examination
Oh yes.
in Jamnagar.
In Jamnagar.
On 26th June, I had one presentation in KGMP College, Bombay.
Yes.
So we decided 24th, after completing our examination, we will take a train
To
in the
Nadiad.
evening.
Yeah.
We will break journey in Nadiad, give
Mhm.
interview, and in the same train in the evening, we will go to Bombay.
Wow.
So we came here. We did not have any expectation or any wish that we should come here. During interview, the chairman that time,
Mhm.
Magan Bhai Edenwala,
Yeah. And who named this university?
university is now,
Yeah.
he asked me, when will you join? I told, sir, I never thought about this.
Mhm.
Then think about this. We need persons like you. I told, sir, we have never thought about our career or anything. We are just going for this conference and then probably after having advices from family members and others,
Mhm.
we may do this. Then he told, okay, go for conference and join on 1st July. Then after this thing, before boarding in the train, we did first thing that I called Professor Mishra ji
Yes.
that this happened, what to do. Then he told that, see, you may join there. If you don't like, or if you have any other opportunity, then you can leave this anytime. But when something is in your hand, then you have to accept it. So, after this conference, we came here. We joined here. So,
Journey started.
journey started in Nadiad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. This is very inspiring and motivational. the whole journey. In fact, when I said you viewers in the beginning only, I shall go in the reverse order. So yes, I'm again in the same way. So my question completed, ki sir, how you landed in Ayurveda is now just answered by you, and it is really something what you said in the beginning, that those things happened with you always which you have never planned, and the non-believer of the destiny will started believing in the destiny. It's really true by seeing you here.
See, about Nadiad also.
Yeah,
Just when we were in second year of MD
yeah,
with our one colleague
Yeah.
who was alumnus of this college,
yeah,
we were passing through this street
right,
going to Surat.
okay.
And from the window of bus, he
Uh-huh.
has shown us
See
that
my
this,
college.
this is my college.
Yeah.
And I told,
So,
oh, this college,
Hmm.
I will never come here. And I came here.
destiny.
Therefore, I say that this is destiny. I did not want to come to Ayurveda, I came. I did not want to do post graduation,
You
I
did.
did. I never wanted to come to Nadiad, I came.
Sir, you are more famous in Europe. You are equally famous in India, but you are more famous in Europe, and this is such an achievement of yourself to be proud of you. All the academia in the India, right from my university, Banaras University, or the topmost institutions like All India Institute of Ayurveda, Delhi, or the National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, or the ITRA Jamnagar, or the deep south, Udupi, Hassan, everyone is giving the example. See Professor S.N. Gupta, see how he convinced the Europe for Ayurveda. Sir, something brief about this journey, your entry in Europe, not only the entry, your convincing power to make them believe that Ayurveda has potency.
This started in late 80s.
Right.
One yoga teacher and Heilpraktiker from Germany wrote letter to nearly all Ayurveda colleges of that time that he wanted to come and learn Ayurveda
Sir.
for some short period. When this letter reached to us, our principal Hirubhai gave me this letter that what to do. I told if somebody wants to learn, we should say yes.
Mhm.
So see, only from our college he got this letter that you may come here.
He
From
was
not,
serious of that.
not from other colleges.
Yeah, I got.
Probably they thought, oh, what is this rubbish?
Yeah.
So this gentleman, this yoga teacher, very nice fellow. I can tell you that he's such a person that in the beginning, for his yoga education in Germany, he was not taking any money in those days.
Okay.
So he came here, he stayed for 3 months here
Mhm.
and learned some basic concepts of Ayurveda. He already had background from yoga. He was Heilpraktiker, so also had medical background. So for him, these 3 months was quite enough to know the basics of Ayurveda. When he went back after maybe 5-6 months, he wrote me a letter that my some friends, they also wants to know about Ayurveda.
Interesting.
They also work with me, but they cannot come to India.
Okay.
Can you come? I say yes, I can come, but you have to arrange my transportation.
Yeah.
He told yes, I will do this, but I will not pay you anything. I said that I do not need. You just arrange my transportation and accommodation.
That's
That's
enough.
enough for me.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I went there as a tourist. And during free time, I used to discuss with his friends some basic things. Not actual training, but just personal talk like thing. That time, this yoga teacher was also going to learn Sanskrit in Tübingen University. That is 500 years old university. Tübingen, and was very good center for Indology.
Right.
Even in their library, there are so many manuscripts of Ayurveda. If you see the introduction part of our Charak Samhita edited by Yadavji Trikamji Acharya, you may find that some portion of Charak Samhita they have taken from Tübingen University.
Oh.
So one day he asked me that, will you like to meet my Sanskrit teacher?
Mhm.
I said, of course. So when we went to this Indology department there, unfortunately that teacher did not come that day. But when we were sitting there, the head of Indology department, very great scholar, now he is no more, Professor von Stittenkron, he saw us sitting there. So he sent his secretary that asked these people that what is their purpose to visit here. So she came to us and asked, so we told that we came here to meet Professor Bruckner, but she is not there. So she told that yes, today she will not come. But our head, Professor von Stittenkron, told that if you want, you can meet him. We thought, okay, why not? Then we went there. Up, he was great scholar of Indian philosophy, Indian languages. So during discussion we started talking about Sankhya and these philosophies. So the way in which I usually explain these things, I tried to explain these things. So suddenly I told, can you give some seminars to our students?
Yeah.
So I told, yes, why not? He told that, but we will not pay you anything for this, we do not have money.
Okay, you are not money.
I told, sir, that's okay for me, but I need means of transportation.
Yes, okay.
Then he told, that also we cannot pay you.
Oh my God.
We do not have fund. Then I told, sir, sorry, I am not that rich that I can afford this. And then Elmar Stapelfeld, who is my most favorite student in Germany.
Yeah.
He was student at that time in Indology.
Right.
He was standing there. He told that we will manage.
Okay.
So from their student union and also the student union of medical faculty, they have organized my program for next year,
Oh yes.
for 93.
Oh.
This meeting was in 92.
Uh-huh.
In 93 they organized my program there
Yes.
for some lectures. During my last lecture they organized one debate program with a very great professor, big professor, Professor Amon of pharmacology. The topic was whether Ayurveda is useful in modern time for Europe or not.
Very burning title, huh?
And this debate was quite interesting debate.
Okay.
In that debate also, I can speak for more than 2 hours.
Yes, I understand.
How it went.
Yeah.
And this whole thing was also in media.
That was my question. How you convinced them at that time?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was in the media.
Right.
I also maybe have in my computer some of the pictures of this paper
Debate.
in newspaper.
Yeah.
In newspaper.
Okay.
So that time the guru of Mark Rosenberg,
Yeah.
he read this and he called me that if you are here in Germany, why did not you contact me? Anyway, so he also told me that, can you give seminar in our institute? I told, okay, I will. And then they invited me in April 1994 in Biastein. Mark and Kerstin Rosenberg,
Yeah.
you know them very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we started there 2 weeks program for introductory Ayurveda. And in that, some medicos were also there. After this program, they asked that this is not enough for them. Because we are practitioners, so we want more.
Of course.
So slowly, we started adding some other topics related to Draviguna, the plants, those were available there. Then some main diseases. And in this way, after probably 4-5 years, we started full medical program for medicos there.
As per the academy.
Yes.
And your Mr. John story was
Yes,
completed.
yes. This Mr. John story also
Yeah.
discovered there,
Yeah.
because this is also, see, my way of teaching.
Yeah, this is really very.
I always feel
Hmm.
that we make the teaching and learning stressful.
Here sometimes, yeah.
So, why not it should be stress-free?
Yeah, you have to do those three on the one meal.
Yes, so this is my way.
Yeah.
Similarly, I explain all these very difficult philosophy topics in very simple language. For example, maybe it will not be in your topic, so
No. Yeah, please.
but just for
Yeah.
there was one workshop.
Mm-hmm.
I do not tell you everything,
Yeah, please.
just to maintain some privacy, etc.
Privacy and the other.
So there was a workshop on Avarna.
Yes. I remember now. Okay.
It
sir.
was for 2 days.
Yeah.
When one first day
Yeah.
after lunch, one participant who was also lecturer in some college
Yeah.
stood up that what you all are speaking here,
Mm-hmm.
that I also know because I am a teacher.
Okay.
What is written in Charak Samhita and Susu Samhita,
Fine.
what
fine.
commentators have told.
Yeah.
This we
everything
have also
available.
read this.
Mm.
Now it is 4 o'clock.
Mm.
Tomorrow after lunch we will say everybody bye bye.
Mm-hmm.
And still I do not know about others. But for me this is still a question that how to know what is Avarana.
Yes.
So everybody will, yes, we also feel same. Then the
Literature is available everywhere.
from organizers,
Mm.
one of the person, he knew me
Mm-hmm.
and he asked me, can you help?
Mm-hmm.
I say yes. After completion of your today's whole schedule,
Okay.
give me 1 hour.
Then you will explain what is Avaran.
And I do not want
Mm.
these all big stalwarts there.
Okay.
And my own way,
Mm.
I will explain the hour. And the time which I got, in that time I prepared some slides quickly, and in 1 hour I explained them. What is hour?
And everyone is satisfied there.
Yes. Next day when program started, for every question, every retort, it is already explained. It is already explained. It is already explained.
Yeah.
In that program, our ex-advisor,
Yeah.
Vaidya Shiv Kumar Mishra ji,
Yes, sir.
were also there.
Mm.
He asked me, Gupta ji,
What you did?
what magic you have done yesterday?
Yeah.
I said, sir, I just simplified the things which we used to make complicated. So this is my way. I always believe that things are simple.
Mm.
We love to make them complicated.
As that this is the notion. If things are simple and we people love to make them complex, we have to remove it and we have to follow the path of Professor Sivnarayan Gupta ji. And you know, friends, now he is in the high demand, not only in the one institute, that is the Rosenberg European Academy of Ayurveda, but he is propagating Ayurveda all across Europe. And half time he is in India and half time he is in Europe in the different seminars. on the different titles, and is not educating the only those people from the commoners who are willing to have Ayurveda, but their allopathic graduates and the qualified doctors are behind Professor S. N. Gupta for understanding of Ayurveda. So, sir, I congratulate you, and we are very much grateful to you for the service of Ayurveda at the global level. Sir, here is the one problem. Everyone in India or the abroad, due to the several reasons, there is a problem related to the kidney disorders and the acute or the chronic, whatsoever these things are there. And sometimes everyone is raising hands, no, now the life is over and your kidney cannot be cured now or the managed for the further life. In this serious situation, people look to you all over country and even from the abroad. People are coming here for the treatment. And just back 1 month, I got a call from the office of the governor of the Andhra Pradesh, and there was something like that. They just wanted to have who is the better in the field of Ayurveda for the treatment of the kidney disorders. And as I am knowing you, and I have your blessing since last 15 years, I may say, from our story, we start from the Jamnagar to knowing each other for more than 15 years. So I just referred them to meet Professor Gupta sir, and he is your solution. And he contacted you, and they contacted you all. So sir, how you develop your interest into the kidney disorders, and what is this your progress line and the development of your protocol for to treat this? Because these viewers who are listening, they are the postgraduate or the doctorate or the undergraduate of the Ayurveda or from all across globe. They wanted to have it. Knowledge, how to develop these things. So, please sir, be kind enough to teach us about this development of the protocol of the chronic kidney disorder here.
Sir, actually, this is again, I tell you that since first day,
Yeah,
here in hospital here,
right.
I did not have the cases those are usually treated in Ayurveda hospitals.
Okay.
You may be surprised to know that the cases which I started treating here
Yeah.
are like cirrhosis of liver,
Oh.
autoimmune diseases,
Oh yes.
where doctors in those days, actually this transplantation of liver was not started in India.
Sir.
So doctors used to tell the patients that now you have only 1 week or 2 weeks.
Life is over.
Please go back home,
Hmm.
call your relatives, etc., etc.
Right, sir.
And by God's grace or because of some cosmic decisive faculties, these patients came here and I started treating them. You actually asked about kidney,
Yeah.
but I tell you, sir, that we also have big success in cirrhosis of liver.
Oh, good.
Rather, I can say that we have better success rate
In liver.
in liver diseases than
Oh.
in kidney.
It's,
Even today,
Yeah.
there are 11 patients of cirrhosis of liver
Admitted
are
here.
there here, are admitted. And we have treated maybe hundreds of patients of cirrhosis of liver who were told by conventional
System of medicine.
specialists
Hmm.
that either you go for transplantation or you do not have life.
Oh.
And these patients are still alive, having normal life. But now,
Great. sir,
as your
great.
question
Yeah.
is focused on kidney disease, so same way,
Mhm.
in our town we have a big urology hospital. It is known as biggest hospital or biggest facility in whole Asia.
Oh my God, like
Yes.
this. Oh.
Mulli Bhai Patel Urology Hospital.
Mhm.
So patients from all over India used to come there for the treatment of kidneys. Now there are two options for kidney patients. I either dialysis
Mm.
or transplantation.
Mm.
Now, for a common man, or even for a higher middle class community, it is not easy to bear the expenditures of any of these two.
Any of these two, yeah. It is
So,
frequent.
just in search of some alternative,
Mhm.
they started coming to us. Now, in the beginning, this was also new for me,
Yes.
and such illnesses are like anukta vyadis,
Mhm.
not described in the text. Cirrhosis of liver described. So that was not much difficult for us to design the protocol and treat.
So I read this question before you, sir. Yeah.
So this is totally new for us.
Mm.
But our classics have guidance for every such condition which is not described.
Mhm.
We have to find the body components which are involved in the pathogenesis of the disease.
Mm.
So which doshas are involved, which dushas are involved, which srotas are involved. So after analyzing this, and what type of pathology is there in the srotas, so just we started from the rasayanas. Those are particularly acting on Mutravas srotas.
That is the sutra.
Yes.
Mm.
Besides some symptomatic treatment. For example, if they have nausea, vomiting,
Mhm.
so giving them Mayur Picha Bhasma or similar other things. If they have loss of appetite, so give something like just Adrak and these things. But main, the rasayana, those act on Mutravas srotas. And from that, which is working, which is not working in this way,
Trial and error. And
Yes,
what-
yes.
Yeah.
and then we said a little protocol that this is usual protocol helpful in this patient. But again, every patient is different patient.
Every patient is different, brother. Yeah, practice.
So sometimes we have to add some more things or we have to reduce some other things. And in this way now we have several options to treat these diseases. Now we have good flow of these patients.
In the words of Barack Obama, the former US president,
Yeah.
you are following here the philosophy of precise medicine, just describing the individual's need and,
Yes,
and the
yes,
individual treatment.
yes.
It is not fixed dose or the fixed pattern for everyone. So really we congratulate you for the success of your team and this institute which is known as now. And now you are a competitor of this particular the urology center.
Sir, see, I should not tell this that we are competitors.
No, but you are
But
some
we are
yeah.
just providing support to the patients.
Yeah,
Those
support.
are not able
Hmm.
to go for these options of conventional medicine. So, sir,
Once again, this is the humble.
earlier, in the patients where dialysis was necessary and we did not have any option where to send for dialysis to them, because from this hospital they say no, we will not do this. If you are willing to have our treatment, then only. So we did not take the patient, those were on dialysis. Now some other private centers started in this area. They cooperate us. Whenever we send patient, they do dialysis. So now we are taking the dialysis patients also. So more than 50 patients we have in Indore of this chronic kidney disease.
Yeah, I gone through the report.
And out of them,
Hmm.
maybe 60% are dialysis dependent. And in them, in several patients, we are able to stop their dialysis. At least we are able to reduce the frequency of dialysis.
So now it's more important, and your contribution
So in
is
this
more
way,
significant.
We are giving them another thing, that patient feel better
Yeah.
even after stopping the dialysis or reducing the frequency of dialysis.
Now I can say, sir, that Nadiad is the hub of urology center from the very beginning, and here you have created a space for Ayurveda to make them people be benefited with the potency of Ayurveda by your vision and thoughts and your practice and experience and your observation on the different kinds of the patient, and they are being satisfied apart from this conventional treatment, and they are getting benefited and their life is easier and well with the help of Ayurveda and your team. I congratulate you, sir, for this very particular achievement for which the whole world is looking. Even the WHO is also looking for the better, for the something better, and which is keeping the cost as well as the feeling and the all plethora of the patient to be subside, and whatever the life and the better life he may or she may have, you are providing, sir. Really, this is a great service to the humanity. And sir, as
just to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Actually, when you told that Nadiad is like a hub for urology diseases,
yeah,
actually I tell you that Nadiad,
mm.
people may not be aware
Yeah,
about what Nadiad is.
yeah.
So just
Asia biggest hospital. I am hearing first time.
yeah, but see, there are other aspects also of Nadiad.
Yeah, please.
So many people do not know
Mm-hmm.
that it is birthplace of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel,
Yeah, of course, of course.
our beloved
Mm.
deputy,
Prime Minister.
first deputy prime minister,
Mm.
real hero.
The contribution of the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in the Indian history and the making of the India.
Actually,
making of the India.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Unparalleled.
Yes, unparalleled,
Unparalleled.
real hero.
Real hero. Iron Man of the India.
Then this is also spiritually charged land
Yeah.
because of Santram Maharaj.
Because of the Sangram.
So spiritually it is charged.
Yeah.
Politically it is very important place.
Yeah.
Now literary,
Yeah.
very famous film Saraswati Chandra,
Uh,
the novel on which it is made,
uh,
the writer of this novel
uh.
is from Nadiad.
Great. We are very lucky person that we are sitting in the Nadiad, and thank you to you for providing
Actually this Nadiad in earlier time
Yeah.
was known as City of Literates.
City of Literates.
Yes.
Oh, good. I salute the City of
Yes,
Literates.
yes.
Sir, now we are coming to the end of our interview session. And you know, friends, before that, when my channel started in the month of June 2022, here is also a story how I am put in this YouTube channel. So, keeping apart from all that, I have been interviewed by the scholars about the Ayurveda. My co-learners of the postgraduate and the doctorate are having this session of interview on every Sunday. This is the first time I am just getting the lesson from my senior, like Professor S.N. Gupta sir, and I am host, and this is my good luck, I can say, and it is my privilege that Professor S.N. Gupta has given us time to interact with you all, and I do believe that it is very much beneficial for every viewer who is hearing us, and kindly see how you can progress and how can make your destiny. Sir, you just told me that you were interviewed by the person who is the whom name of the whom university this has been established in the 2022.
Good.
And it is something which is really very thrilling, exciting, that by the person by whom you have been recruited here, now you are heading the institution as an honorable vice chancellor of the same name of the university which has been established on that same fellow, that is the our revered Magan Bhai Adanwala. You just told us yesterday that the top in that list is also, and he was very
Yes,
much
yes.
he was very much able to identify the diamonds.
Yes, yes.
So he identified
Yes.
diamonds like you, and now you, as a person who is servicing the Nadiad since last 40 years, making the vision of that person, none other than the Magan Bhai Adanwala, you have made all his dreams true here on the land of the Nadiad, sir. So being vice chancellor, what you have planning for the next few years to put this Indian scenario of education something new as you did in every field?
Sir, like usual deliberations, I do not say you that, oh, I have this plan, I have that plan.
Yeah, right.
Very
I understand.
honestly, I say
Yeah.
that I am not a planner.
You said everything happens in your
Yes.
life without plan.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and I believe in this. God has His own plans,
Yeah.
and He's executed those plans through me.
I
So,
do believe so.
so even if I will have plan, those may be executed, those may not be.
Fine.
Therefore, sir, it is not just hypocrisy. Believe me, I just leave the things in God's hand. Then see, if I tell you day-to-day incidences, you will say, yes, it is a miracle. Miracle, really. Even related to university, things happen like miracles.
Of course, sir.
So,
I'm perceiving it.
but I wanted this university to be a good center for Indian knowledge system.
That's the point. And again, you are talking about the same line. What Malviyaji Maharaj.
Yes,
Bharat
sir.
Ratna Pandit
Therefore, I
Bharat
told
Malviya has
that I
said
do not respect BHU just being a big
that
campus,
thought process.
but Malviyaji like persons.
Yeah.
When we were school boys,
Yeah.
and when we read about his all this mission, really amazing. And fortunately, we studied the history which was not spoiled. And
Of
therefore,
course.
we knew the real heroes of our struggle of independence and the activities of that time. So how Malviyaji went to all these multi-millionaires, landlords, and as a real Brahman, he begged for the education,
Yeah.
not for his living.
Yes, of course. He was barrister.
Yes,
He was practicing in the High Court of the Allahabad. Very good practice, but he left everything for the service of the Indian culture and the Indian civilization.
so these are like rishi of this era.
Right.
So, if God bless me, bless this institute, I will like to make this institute as a hub for Indian knowledge system.
Indian knowledge system, sir. I'm totally
Because
emotional now.
in my whole life until now,
Yeah.
I felt that if something can save this world, this universe,
Yeah.
not world but this
This
universe,
universe
that will be only Indian knowledge
knowledge
system.
system. And when you say Indian knowledge
Because
system,
we have destroyed the earth,
Yeah.
now we are proceeding to destroy the universe.
Yes, sir. Oh, I understand.
So-
I understand.
If we want to save this,
Mm-hmm.
then only Indian knowledge system. With this, please, even to viewer,
Yeah.
maybe somebody may misunderstood this, that when I say destroying the universe,
Universe.
you may not think that about this all space
And
activity.
the orbit.
No,
No, it is not.
this is all evolution of human beings.
Yeah.
I am not against this.
Yeah.
This should happen.
Yeah.
But when I say saving universe, that means if this will be according to Indian knowledge system, means pro nature, then it will be more useful for living beings and for universe.
Dear viewers, respected dear viewers, see the theme and the thrust area, that is the be pro nature. And being pro nature, you can do everything and serve the nature and serve yourself. And then Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Everything is here on this line. And as I said I'm coming on the reverse order. See, before you now, a person started how entry in the Ayurveda and now up to the Vice Chancellorship. And once again, I'm very much feeling obliged as well as the energized that he is having the vision of Indian knowledge system as our founder Bharat Ratna Malviyaji Maharaj was having. And you know, someone when he started that, he said someone, his friend, very close friend in the practice, Sir Sundar Lal, that I'm leaving the practice because I want to establish a university. Then Sir Sundar Lal laughed on him, Malviyaji. You will establish an university in this British colonial era. He said, yes, I will do it. I will do it. So then he said, Malviyaji, okay, if I will be able to establish this university, what I am planning, just a common friend like me and you are sitting here, you are senior to me, but both are very good friends, close friends, Sir Sundar Lal and Pandit Madan Mohan Malviyaji. So he said, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviyaji said to him, if I shall able to will establish an university, then you have to leave every practice of your barristership in the High Court and you will be the first Vice Chancellor of my university. Then Sir Sundar Lal agreed on laughing note, okay, do this, I shall see. And the zeal and the dedication of the Malviyaji Maharaj, he established this university after that 20 years. He was of the Prayagraj, Allahabad, but he established this university in the Nasi, Banaras University. It's a long history, sir.
Yes.
And then when it was passed by the British Parliament in the 1916, then Sir Sundar Lal, the Britishers honored him with the title of the Sir. Then Sir Sundar Lal came and he was appointed as the first Vice Chancellor of the Banaras University. And then Malviyaji Maharaj was the second Vice Chancellor of the Banaras University.
The real founder was second Vice Chancellor.
Yeah, and because it was a bet. It was a bet between two friends. Other friend, namely Sir Sundar Lal, was not believing on the capacity and the potentials of the Pandit Madan Mohan Malviyaji Maharaj. Okay, you will not be able to establish an university. And then he took as a challenge. Okay, I will show you, I will establish the university. And he established, and then Sir Sundar Lal resigned everything here and came here as a Vice Chancellor as per the bet. Pratigya. There. So, sir, it's just an analogy that yes, you will also not accept what I am going to say, but the vision of the Malviyaji Maharaj, by which he served the nation, even the politically also, in the Indian National Congress of that time and the round table conferences he attended, you have the same vision. I am visualizing in you a person who is in the footprints of the Malviyaji Maharaj. So I just say,
if I will be a tiny particle of his Charan Raj,
that I am saying,
that will be probably my big achievement.
Yeah, that I am saying, sir. You are just a real follower of the footprints of the Pandit Malviyaji Maharaj. I always say him not Pandit Madan Mohan Malvi or the Bharat Ratna Pandit Madan Mohan Malvi. From my PG studies, I am the person who studied in my intermediate colleges established by him in the Central Hindu School of the Varanasi. But BHU is the university who provide education from nursery to the doctorate.
Yes.
BHU has its nursery schools also, intermediate colleges, and up to the doctorate.
Doctorate, yes.
Yeah, and then even the postdoctorate.
Postdoctorate, yes.
So, that is the mission and the vision, and the same mission and the vision I am visualizing in you, and my all best wishes to you, and we are the followers of the Malviyaji Maharaj. Certainly, more successes and the more progressive path for the Indian knowledge system is awaiting in your cap by the cosmic powers, by the destiny.
Thank you,
and
sir.
friends, now you know, today is the Teachers' Day. That is the 5th September 2023, and on this Teacher Day, this interactive session with Professor S.N. Gupta, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Magan Bhai Edenwala University, situated at Nadiad, is a really very much capable to open a new thought process among all the youngsters, among all the faculty members, among all the administrators, and even the policy makers, the honorables of the Assembly and the Indian Parliament. So this interactive session with Professor S.N. Gupta is really very worthy, and I do believe whatever your questions will be there in your mind today or months later or years later, you can contact us, both of us. I am just learning a lot from Professor S.N. Gupta sir. He is my role model. I am following his all academia as well as his organizational powers and his administrative views, and for giving a time, your precious time, the global citizens. We are thankful to you, and once again wishing you all the best on the Teachers' Day, and thanking Professor S.N. Gupta for his time. I say good night, good evening, good afternoon, good noon, good morning as per your time zone, and once again we will be here with you. Thank you, you, and thank you Professor S.N. Gupta.
I wish you a great success in your this wonderful task.
Thank you sir, thank you.